Hello, beautiful souls. Elena Fouché here. Resistance. Resistance is one of those things that we all have. And whether, there's all these, whether we like it or not, there's all these things about it that are like, oh, resistance persists. You need to get rid of that resistance. Lean into your resistance and fix it and heal it and all this stuff. And yes, like the resistance is definitely part of what's happening. And so it's something that we want to lean into for sure, because of course the resistance is around something. Like, what are we resisting? So maybe I'm really scared of walking upstairs because I'm afraid of falling down, right? So I'm resisting walking upstairs. Okay, so in part of what's happening is the resistance is here to protect me from walking upstairs. And we might feel like the resistance is, stupid. Like, why should I be afraid of walking upstairs? But here's the thing, the resistance is part of what's protecting us. This may seem a little crazy. Let's think about this for a second. Why would we resist walking upstairs, and why would we have a fear of walking upstairs? Like, why is this here at all? I mean, you could be resistant to all kinds of things. You can be resistant to arguments. You could be resistant to earning money. You could be resistant to saying no to things. You could be, right? There's all kinds of things that we resist. So why do we have those things? Okay, let's go back to walking upstairs. Maybe when I was a little kid, I was walking upstairs and I fell down and I had a really big, very scary fall. So I'm gonna now have resistance to that, to walking upstairs. Why? Because I'm protecting myself. I want to be safe. I want to make the world safer. Walking upstairs is scary. It's dangerous. I've had that experience. I know from personal experience and a lot of banged up knees, maybe I even broke something, that it's a scary thing to walk upstairs. And so now I have this layer of resistance over walking upstairs. Okay, if we're gonna heal the trauma around walking upstairs, I'm also gonna have to heal the resistance around it. Right? Because this is part of the package. We can think of resistance as like the outer layer of the onion, the outer layer of the gift, and what's inside, what is the deeper layers of the onion, what's inside the gift is this fear of walking upstairs. So to heal this trauma, I have to heal the outside layer first, or as well. One really important thing to think about is that if you're going to lean into your resistance, if you're going to be healing this trauma and healing this resistance, you need to feel really safe. You need to feel safer than you felt when you fell. So you're going to need to create safety for yourself, and it's going to need to feel safe enough that you're comfortable leaning into this fear. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you try and heal this thing and you're not feeling safe, it's not going to work, because you're already feeling scared. You're already traumatized. And if you're not feeling safe enough, there's no way you're going to let yourself open these things and feel them, because you're going to have fear and fear, unsafe and unsafe, right? I'm already feeling unsafe, and now I want to go into something unsafe. Not going to work. What you want to do first is feel safe. Be in a safe space, either if you feel safe somewhere out in nature, or you feel safe in your room somewhere, or you have a friend that you feel safe with who can witness you while you're doing it, who can hold space for you, a healer, whatever it is. Create a space, physical space, and a mental emotional space of safety first, right? It's like you're sitting into a nest or a container where you feel safe. And then you can start leaning into this resistance. You can start feeling this resistance, feeling the fear of walking upstairs. And when you're sitting in a nest of safety and you start feeling this, you start feeling the fear of walking upstairs, your system will kind of check around, am I safe enough to feel into this? Yes, I feel safe enough to feel into this. So then you can start healing the resistance and the underlying trauma. So the key takeaway here is resistance while it seems really crazy and we're like, oh, we shouldn't resist, what you resist persists, this is a terrible thing. Sure, and it's protecting you from something. It's a fear-based, what do you want to call it, cover. And so in order to heal both of them, you're going to need to heal the resistance, what it's covering, the trauma underneath, and you're going to need to do it in an environment where you feel safe. Right? These are important. So the resistance, in its way, is just as important as the trauma. And if you treat it like it's not important, you're going to have a really hard time healing it, because you need to feel safe enough to heal both of them, the resistance and the trauma. And you need to take both of them seriously. All right. I hope that helps. Take care and see you next time.